All right, guys. So sorry for that. There was a network issue. All right. Okay, so we'll continue from where we stopped. Right. All right. So we're talking about the we're talking about the daily time frame, and we said of the DXY, right? And we said that price already came into the discount level, and now where did it react from the discount level? It reacted off another block, which is this bearish candle, right? That bearish candle. If you check where it has not been mitigated, so that was what institution came into. They came into repricing to this upside. Now, what are we seeing? What are we going to expect from tomorrow? We expect to see this eye taken out. Expect to see those eyes, those relatively equal eyes, all right, those relatively equal eyes taken out. Then, all right, so that's what we're expecting. That's what we're expecting. This is the daily time frame. So from tomorrow, we should be seeing a push to the upside. Remember that our overall um, level is this region of relatively equal eyes, old eyes. All right, so that's for DXY, right? So we have our direction for DXY is bullish. All right, so you can also check the 4 hour time frame. You can also check the 4 hour time frame to see what happened. To see what happened. So what happened on the 4 hour time frame? You can see the price came into that region, right? Then we saw what's the swing point. We said the swing point is a three candle price action. So we saw that this was a valid swing point that was taken out, and price gave us a clear change of character, right? And there was a sweep into that's took out this liquidity, grabbed liquidity, came into this other block, right? And price to the upside. And what I saw, I saw that price would come into this region because that was a an institutional reference point, right? That's because to the up this a mitigation block. That's like a mitigation block, right? So that was where price came into, and now we're seeing that price is giving us a clear push to the upside. So what are we expecting for DXY to do? Let's go to the 1 hour. Although we are still waiting to see price trade into the 50% region after a clear swing point have been formed. Wait patiently for price to come into what the discount level before you buy, which is this level, this like a mitigation block, other block, and all that, other confluences. So that's for DXY, right? That's for DXY. So for those of us that will be trading um, GBP USD, also you will need to know where the GBP that's the GBP currency index is heading to, so that you can correlate them well, so that you can trade them well. All right. Some of us will just do only for DXY. Even me, I do only for DXY just to. But I found out that you must also know the direction of the because what institution trade currencies. They don't trade currency pair, right? So for each currency, you see that every currency has, if money is going into the British pounds, for example, you see price moving up, and definitely the dollar will be coming down. So basically, You just have to know if you are trading GBP USD, which we'll be analyzing very soon. You just have to know where um, British pound currency index is going. So basically, you will just go to the BXY. That's the BXY, which is, if you look, my analysis have been done here already. So, but I'll just go to the monthly time frame. First of all, what you'll be looking at for the monthly time frame is your structure, your liquidity levels. All right. So I'll just take everything out so that we'll do it together to see, so that you see what I'm talking about. So I've taken everything out now. So this is your monthly time frame. What are you looking out for? Break of structure. What? What are you looking out for the monthly time frame? So that clear break of structure to the downside. There was a candle close, right? That was a break of structure to the downside. The price traded into what, another block, last buy candle after the break of structure, and now we saw another clear break of structure again to the downside. This was it. This was the break of structure to the downside, giving us a clear break of structure that price is coming down. Remember, when GBP currency index is coming down, GBP USD will be coming down. So if you understand that, okay, your dollar index is going up, your GBP is coming down, then you can trade comfortably GBP USD, trading it downward, because the base currency pairs, they are in correlation. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. But okay, so if you, what you now see, price, if you analyze, so these are the swing points. These are around this low. Three candle price action, the middle candle having the lowest low. So our range, we have this external, that's old low. Sorry, um, sorry for that. We have our old high here. So if you take our FIB, price is currently in the premium level, where we can be selling above the 50% region. All right, so price is currently above there. And where is price now currently, or what the price do? All right, so price is currently reacting from, because if you look, price came into, saw the, this was the valid swing low, came down and came up here, give us a valid swing, and then came up, then came down. Then I think this was the valid swing point, yes, and gave us again, traded into this mitigation block and came down. All right, so um, for this we have an other block, right? That's the other block. That's the level. That's the other block. You can take it at the open of the price, but we'll just take it at the low of the candle. So that other block is where we want to see price trade from, right? Meanwhile, price is giving us a reversal, showing us that price is coming down. And if you look, price gave us a swing point. We had a swing point, and it's as though price has breaking structure. But I think, or I feel, price might want to use this as liquidity, grab liquidity, and before they will not push to the upside. Before they'll first push to the upside, then before they will not take us to the downside, the original direction of the market. So although we are still looking at it closely to see where this will go to. So on the monthly, we are bearish. On the monthly, if you look, we are bearish. We are bearish. All right. So let's go to the weekly time frame to see what are we going to be looking at for the weekly time frame. We want to be looking at the switch. That's structural shift, right? Structural shift. If you look very closely, although we are looking at this as a liquidity, although we should just look at the current structure so that we'll not miss out what price is doing. So basically, we'll see that price was giving us what, a clear push to the upside, higher high, higher low, right? Higher high, higher low, higher high. Then price gave us a sudden change to the downside. This was a valid swing point, right? Swing low. And now what is price doing? Price is at the other block. So, and there's a breaker block right there. So this was the for the um for the for the GBP change of character to the downside, right? So that was the change of character to the downside. That was the change of character to the downside. And we what we're looking out for is our other block. So what happened there? Our other block is what, this last bullish candle. So just to give on the open of the price, and what happened? Price is currently at that other block. So what happened here? You see what happened there? Came into the other block, was still retracing off this, because this was the last swing point. If we go to the daily time frame, we'll see clearer. But from here, we'll see that price is at the other block for the um weekly time frame, right? So okay, all right. So what we're going to look out now, we want to look at structure for the daily. This is the daily time frame for the BXY, right? So you see that the major range was here, the last range. You see price range, building up liquidity, right? All right. That was why price came into this other block, not taking out this low. If this low was taken out, then we had a change of character. But that low was not taken out. Grabbed all this liquidity, and now what happened? What are we waiting for? We want to see this low taken out. Once this low is taken out, then we'll know that our bias is now sure that GBP is downward. That's why if you go to GBP USD, you will not see a clear, you don't know where price wants to react from. You see what I'm saying? So this was a grab on liquidity. All this, all this like this, all this was liquidity. Everything here was liquidity. Everything there was liquidity. So this, let me take it. This was a grab on liquidity. So, and most of the time when when there's a grab on liquidity, we see that price will retrace, will go down. So let's just wait patiently to see where price will react from. Although you see that price reacted from what, an order block in the daily time frame, which is this other block, the last buy candle there, and price came into it, right? So that is also, so, but this is not a confirmation until this low is taken out. Then we'll see that we are bearish on GBP currency index, right? So we're still waiting for a confirmation for this, and for DXY we know we are bearish, but we're still waiting for the GBP to tell us where it's going to before we now invest our money in GBP USD. I hope this makes sense. All right, so for the 4 hour, if you look, what you'll be waiting for, same thing, pretty cool. You'll be waiting for a change of character to the downside. So don't rush it. Wait for the market to give you to do what it wants to do until that low is taken out before we can confidently put our money and see that. But if this low is not taken out, we'll still push up again. And yeah, so um, so for GBP USD, right? For GBP USD, like I said, you will not see clear your price is going to. Price is not even reacting of any institutional reference where it just the decision is not clear. So let me break it. Let me take out all this from my chart, right, and do a clear. what analysis. So basically, we saw that the change of the market broke structure to the downside. Yeah, we had a break of structure to the downside, and this was our what lower low and lower high, right? Right, all right. So you can see that it's like GBP because this is GBP against USD. If you see that is similar to GBP, so if you know the direction for that one, you can trade this pair and know the exact point that the market is trading off from. So you see we have our external range liquidity, which is this old low, and we have our external range liquidity, which is this old high, right? So we have our internal range liquidity, our order block, right? Order block there, like I showed you in GBP pair. So although we can see that price is like in a fair in a breaker block, or yes, in a breaker block or a mitigation block, depending on how you see it, right? Depending on how you see it. All right. So basic similar thing. Let's go to the weekly to see what GBP USD is currently doing. So same thing here. You see, this was the shift of structure to the downside that we had. You can see where price is reacting from an order block, like order block that have not been mitigated. If you see price traced from the order block, and we're currently in the bullish order block, which is the last buy candle there. And what happened? Liquidity grab. So basically, same thing. What are we waiting for? We're waiting for a sweep to the once this low is taken out. If this low is not taken out, we are still bullish. Then we'll use this as our liquidity to now trade off from that zone. But if that is not the case, if this low is taken out, then we cannot be looking for sales for GBP USD to take out old low, this old low, this relatively equal low, then price will definitely come and take this out. All right. I hope this makes sense. I hope this makes sense, right? So for if you look currently, you see that even you as an ICT trader, you will not see or you'll be very confused unless you refine down to the lower time frame to see where price is, right? So what I want to see is a shift to the downside. If that shift does not occur, then we'll be targeting our liquidity level above, right? If you look, there's no clear level that has inefficiency, although this liquidity, this low have been grabbed, which is we are seeing that although if we see that a candle a the next that's from tomorrow we'll see a bullish candle closing above this liquidity level, then I don't see price coming down because that's how liquidity that was just liquidity grab, then price will now go to the direction with which they want to go to. If you look, all these have been used except the one that have not been used. Price did a sweep from that level. So if you look, this was a small one, small order block that have not been mitigated. Let me show you. Let me show you. This one have not been mitigated. That one, if you look, there was a sweep to the downside. That's why I said liquidity was grabbed. Price grabbed liquidity. So don't rush. Wait for the market to tell you where it's going to. Right. Last week we pretty had some challenging because we wanted to just watch the market. We're just not patient enough to wait for valid setups. Although I knew the direction for the dollar, right? But you still need to wait for other conferences. Forex trading is not just the chart, right? There are things that moves the market beyond just the chart. That's why your analysis, you think, is just by analysis. or forex trading is beyond analysis. So this is for we still we still don't have a clear direction for GBP yet. Still don't have a clear direction for GBP yet until we see a clear. If it gives us a clear repricing, if, like I said, these are grabs. These are grabs. If we see a clear bullish candle to the up, then we can. But this is not a clear setup to take buys from. Although if you want to take buys, you'll be targeting these old eyes. All right. So that is that. That is that. That is that. And that's our liquidity level before our order block and order. So basically, what you should wait out for, what you should look out for, you should wait for either price to do this, trade into this region, right? Or you wait for price to break structure to the down, then price comes back, and now we can now continue the downtrend. I don't know if this makes sense. So now we don't know where to go. We we seriously don't know where to go. We are just like, okay, let the market show us where it's going to. All right. So from Wednesday, I feel that's when we'll be seeing a clear move on the market, right? So this is for GBP USD, right? If you also see my checklist, you see that I have the Japanese yen currency index because I still trade UJ, which is our USD JPY, right? So so I'll just go to UJ. Okay, let me do Euro USD. Euro USD is still similar to GBP USD. You will see how that is. All right, you see how that is. All right. So first of all, let's go to the monthly time frame to see what GB Euro USD is doing, right? Although we will not do the EXY, but because most of the time what GBP USD is doing, that's what Euro USD will be doing. So basically, we don't want to take much time on this because this is not one of our major pairs that we trade. We just trade GBP USD and sometimes good. And so we saw that that other block was what made price to give us this sweep to the downside, right? And this like this, if you look, it's a mitigation block, failure swing above. Because we saw that price gave us a change of character to the there, and failure swing above there, and price took out this level. And now, where are we? So we are at this level, this mitigation block level. Right. So that is that for. So where is our range? These are our range. We have this. We have this. We have this. We have that. So our internal range liquidity, um, internal range institutional order reference point. We have that other block there, and the other block above here to want to, and there's a mitigation block too. Yeah. So you there's a there's a mitigation block above there. So these are reference points you want to take note of. So what are we seeing from the monthly time frame? The monthly time frame, we saw that price traded into this level, gave us a change of character to the downside because we had a two candle price action, and now this was a sweep to the downside. And what is currently happening on, so that's it, that's the sweep. And now what's currently happening, price is in this rejection candle area, right? That area, if you are not seeing it well, this is what I'm seeing. Price is in that level, and we want to see price trade down to take out this old monthly low. So let's go to the weekly time frame. I hope this is interesting. Let's go to the weekly time frame to see what price is doing. All right, so same thing for like GBP. You see the price is just that euro is clearer, right? right? We saw that change of character to the downside. Then we saw this break of structure to the upside, right? And which is a grab on liquidity, rather BOS and price gave us a change of character. Now, what this is the last, this is the other block where price is trading up from now. So, although in the weekly time frame we are not seeing a change, we have not seen a change of character to the downside yet. We have not seen a change of character to the downside yet. Why did I say so? Because this is not a change of character because there's no candle close below that level. So this could be liquidity grab. So don't take it as a change of character. All right. So this is not a change of character on the weekly time frame. So our new range on the weekly time frame. I don't want this to be too um, clouded, right? So we know that I just want us to see price very well. So this was the last bullish candle that caused the change of character, which is the other block. And now, where is our range? So this is our new range on the weekly time frame. So don't mind this grab, right? Until if I want to know that this market has is going down, right? I want to see that this level is traded through. I want to see this level traded through, right? Price coming into again this other block of fair value gap and now coming down to take out um levels, right? So that's but now for now, if we don't see that, still know we are still bullish. That means price is not ready to go to our direction yet. This from the weekly time frame. The higher time frames are the main drivers of the market. So although from the daily time frame we're seeing um another you see that price is in this other block here. This candle is what made price push to the upside, and market can want to move off from an institutional reference point more than twice. So you should be very careful to not assume that okay that is a break of structure, because you might just be wrong, because markets can do anything. So if we if we don't see that this low is taken out, we are not sure where the market is going to. All right. So for the daily time frame, let's just analyze this current structure. This current structure. So this current structure that's here, like I told you, this could be a grab, because if you look at it, this like an equal low push to the downside, and this is like a maker model, right? And we saw this. And what did price? The price came into what this our breaker block, bullish breaker block, and gave us a change of a BOS to the up again. So this was it. This was the BOS, right? This was the this was the breaker, bullish breaker that was used to push price to the upside. So um what are we currently seeing? So we're currently seeing that price is in this daily order block, which is what the this block. All right. So if we see that price want to move to the upside, we should not see that this low is taken out. So once this low is taken out, then we can see that oh, price is giving us a push to the downside, like we can see from this point. We saw that, and this was a swing point because we had three candle price formation, failure to take out that point, and now price came down, came into the other block, tapped it, and now came into this mitigation block and other block, and came to the downside. So this is an indication that this low might be taken out. Once it's taken out, then we can now, and once this low is taken out, it's a clear confirmation. But if this low is taken out, we can still look for shorts to the downside. All right, so to follow our original confluence. So we saw the price traded off this mitigation block or this other block. So we saw the price traded off that zone, and now we we currently can't tell where the market is going to. The market can just move all the way upside to the up, take out all those liquidity above and all that. So one of our conferences should be the euro, which is the EXY. I know some of you don't check what's happening in the base currencies, because we feel dollar index is just what is moving the market, right? So sometimes money is being removed from dollar, and money is being put in euro. Let me check for euro currency. I don't know the name, but because I don't trade euro USD often, let me just sorry. I was in Forex. Okay, so yeah, this EXY I got it. So yeah, so um, this EXY. Let me just take it to this side because that's where my currency is. All right. Like I said, well, if you want to, Euro USD and GBP USD is similar because these are the ones I know currently. So we've done GU and we've done EU. EU and GU, they are very similar. So you should not, also look for your research, to do your own research to to know um, more about that and all that. Also, you can also check the reports, interest rates. I tell you, forex is more than the chart. That's all I can just tell you. If you know this, you will not. The chart is just, yeah. So a direction established. So for yen, Japanese yen, we want to check the direction for Japanese yen, right? So this is a monthly time frame, all right? Monthly time frame, and what we can just see basically from here is that price is what bearish. Price is bearish, but we can't. The market, the volume. If you look, this is why for months now, UJ UJ have been going up. If you look from December, this is December 2020. December 2020. If you go to USDJPY, you see that from that December 2020, I'm coming. Okay, I think this is it. You see that from this December 2020, you can see it. From this same exact point, this same exact level, price has never come down. If you know this, because what, see, money left yen, they were, that's why the market was coming down. If you know this, your trading will change, because you will not just be trading based on analysis alone. You will now be trading based on correlations and other conferences. This will make your trading to be better. So we saw that break of structure to the downside, and what happened? We saw that break of structure to the downside. Mm, not pretty, not clear, not too clear, right? Not too clear, but we can see some things too. So the last swing point we saw was this valid swing point. Price did not even enter into our region two. So, and this was it. So where's our range? Our current range is, we look, that's why the UJ, you cannot basically decide, is it going up, is it coming down. So but it's on a downtrend, right? It's on a downtrend, and price traded off this other block, this rejection candle, or this rejection block, and came to the downside. So now we have missed the move. You don't want to be you want to wait for price to show you a clear direction before you even invest in UJ, because now price is already in the discount level. Some of us want to be selling because it's in the support level. What if it breaks? You will not know. So just wait for price to show you. Although now the range that we are seeing currently now, the range that we're seeing on this weekly time frame is here and here. That's the new range. So what happened? Price came into the 50%, which is the premium level, above, and so to the downside. So we're expecting that this low will be taken out, this low, in confluence with our direction for DXY, which is bullish. This is bearish, and if this is bearish, UJ should be bullish. Are you getting what I'm saying? UJ will be bullish. You should just understand this. UJ will be bullish. So currently we don't have much to do from here, because now price came into the other block, traded through, and if you look from this point, this is where you would have been selling from. This is around 2023, yeah, 2023. So 2023 December, from December we saw that the yen have been dropping. So if you know this, that oh, yen have been dropping, see, you make money, because of these regions are sales. You want to be selling, you don't want to be buying, you want to be selling. So we are expecting that this low will be taken out. Once that low is taken out, then we'll just wait for price to come into another level that we can sell off from, and then we can know our direction. But currently, um, UG, G, JPY, that's Japanese yen index, is currently bearish, which is in confluence with what our DXY said bullish. All right, so what happened? I don't want to go into what happened last week, right? But I'll just do the analysis, all right, and show you what is currently happening. You can see basically. So you can see that this level, this eye, this old eye is wants to be taken out, all right. So what are we seeing here? Let me go to the monthly time frame, because that's the main driver of the market. All right, the monthly, the weekly, the daily. So the monthly time frame, we are not really seeing a clear move, right? Although we saw that break of structure to the upside. Um, Let me see. If I take my feed from here to this level. Okay, you see that price retraced from the 50%. You can see it. So this was the high, lower low, lower high, lower low. All right. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So that is it. Let me remove this now to now show you what see. You can see that GG has left us. UJ has left us, because we know GBP, we know GBP. We also do GBP JPY, because we know that JPY is down, GBP is down. If JPY is down and GBP is down, we we are confused. We don't know. Okay, I will check that. I will check that too. But currently, UJ has left price. UJ has left. What you should just see, last week you would have been looking for buys. And if you look at my chart before I removed it, you see that there was a clear sweet order block that price traded into and give us that clear expansion to the upside. So you see that these things works. You see how structure price have been came into that other block, right? Give us a clear swing to the upside, came into this weaker block, right? If you don't know how to see these things, you can see it came into that weaker block. Other block was used to trade price into, and this was the last swing point with a fair value gap, even with a liquidity void. So market grab liquidity and now push to the upside. So we are not expecting um a sell for UG. You should not say, oh, is in a key level, let me sell. You don't know whether it will break or not. So you don't have any decision. You don't have any confidence. What you should be waiting for is for price to trade into internal range liquidity, which is our fair value gaps. So you can see that there's a clear fair value gap attached to this um, order block, right? This last bullish candle. So once there is a break of structure, know that this will be liquidities. This will be used as liquidity grab, right? Let me just mark it out. So price grab liquidity, then take us to the upside. So if you want to trade USD JPY, you should wait patiently for price to tell you what is. You can see this was the daily time frame. In fact, you would see clearly this was it. This was the other block that was used to push price to the upside. Once this swing point is formed, after the third candle have been taken out, buy. You can see liquidity level relatively equals price traded through those levels. Price traded through those levels, right? So what are we? You don't need to be what selling. You don't need to be selling. Wait patiently for price to come into internal range liquidity, and now we can now buy from this region to the upside. And this last level would be one of the places I'll mark, or I'll just check for all the fair value gaps around this region and buy from. So just wait patiently for price to show you clearly where it's going to. We don't have anything to do now, so we just fold our hands and watch the market. So lastly, before we go, I'll just do GJ. Like I said, we did GBP and um we saw that we saw that we saw that we were bearish. JPY were bearish. So um we if you want to trade that pair, you will see that you will be very careful because it's not yet clear where the market is going to. All right. So this is all right. So this is it. This is the monthly time frame and what happened. So what's happening now currently? So this is the monthly time frame. What we can see, we saw this sweep, this break of structure. This for GJ, right? That's GBP JPY. So structure price came into this mitigation block, um, conjunction with the other block, right? That other block price came in, then pushed to the upside. Where are we? Where is our external range liquidity that we're targeting? Should be targeting this. All right, that went that level, this level, then other block, which is our internal liquidity. So for this monthly it has really left us right. But what can we see on the monthly time frame? So monthly time frame we are bullish. We are bullish. Monthly time frame we are bullish. Monthly time frame we are bullish. Um, although from the weekly time frame, you see these are swing points. Let me just mark it that remember theory candle price action just like that. We had those levels, and now we've had this. We've had this. So this is for this is for. I don't want to really because I don't trade this, but I just want to show you. Maybe you can take advantage of the buy to take out that liquidity or that range above. All right. So currently this is it, and price even traded off that other block to the upside. So let's go to the daily time frame. Alright. Alright, this is the daily time frame, and in the daily time frame, we already saw a sweep to the upside. Like this, is like a what a breaker block because we had sweep on liquidity and we have push. So price will come into the breaker block, and now we should be expecting a push to the up. So if this is showing that JPY JPY because if JPY is moving up, this should be moving down. If JPY is moving down, this should be moving up. So if JPY is down and we are expecting a push to the up, is in confluence with this. But our GBP, which has not given us a clear direction, like I said, might now be what will now correlate with that our analysis. All right, so you should just watch for what price we do. Just be patient to wait for price. So this is the breaker block that that's uh, that's that's bullish candle. All right, so this is for the daily time frame. So let's go to the 4 hour time frame to see. Although you could just mark your order block. Let me see. Let me mark my order block for the daily time frame, right? So that I'll not just stress on some. So this is it. So we should be expecting a buy from here, from this zone to the upside. All right, this is like how many pips? All right, so you will make a lot from this. So if you go to the 4 hour time frame, let me just label this. This is the break of structure to the upside. All right, so this could be used as a grab on liquidity before price will come into. If you look, if you if you look very well, you can refine this other block into this level, right? So you can just shift your entry into that level, and all right. So you should not rush to put your stop loss below the other block because what we are seeing, the liquidity level price can take out that liquidity and before price will move to the upside. So you should just be very careful and just leave your stops below here. So once you see that price takes out the liquidity, gives you a displacement to the upside, that's a clear market buy model, market maker buy model. So what this is what I'm expecting for um, GG. Relatively, price should do this thing. So currently price is already in the premium and the discount level where we can be looking for buy. So we should always patiently for price to come into that level and we should see a buy to the upside. I hope this helps you. All right. So thank you so much, guys, for joining. We're so sorry for the network connection, for the glitch and all. We are sincerely sorry. Please like, share, subscribe. If you are new here, please subscribe, comment. Also, give me your suggestions on or um, what video you like me to do. All right. Thank you so much. God bless you. See you next week. All right.